roping cows.
Well,
You've roped a cow before, right, Jeremy?
I mean, I have never roped a cow before. I don't. I've been to the fair where I've seen them rope cows. I did watch a little bit of a, what do you call that, Dad? Where they rope cows and they do the bull run and all that. So rodeo. Yeah, I watched a rodeo at a state fair one time. That was cool. Yeah, I've seen all sorts of crazy things.
They just call it roving.
We should have gone out to the state fair this past weekend. We had the day off. We could have ran out there and had a little fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably ride in the buckets. We could have got like a little
talk
nice
to the
little
bunny
podcast.
rabbits. Talk to the bunny rabbits. We do a little LSD. Talk to the bunny rabbits.
You see Jeffrey? I saw Jeffrey. That was the giraffe that I saw fed carrots to 2 years ago before COVID.
Oh.
So maybe go back and see what's up, Jeffrey.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he didn't die of COVID-related issues.
I hope not.
They say animals can't get it, but when an animal dies, I'm sure they're like, well, he did have COVID too, you know. Guys, They Call Us the Breeze. There's only one way to do it. Let's get to it. Let's go. Guys, They Call Us the Breeze. Stealth as fuck. We're so stealth. We're so stealth that there's only 2 listeners. That's how stealth we are out there. No, it's funny. We say that because Dad didn't know that clip says SCO. Like, let's go. Like, it's SCO. Dad thought it was stealth, and now Ryan and I cannot unhear it. So every time we
30, this is the 31 episode.
Doesn't it sounds like stealth?
I mean, I'm definitely not like discrediting you. Like, if you didn't know out of context what it was, I said scout. It could be a number of things.
Yeah, and this is the 31st episode though. But
yeah,
I mean,
we're just now bringing this up and discussing it as a group. But yeah, it's time to SCO with the show. Episode 31, exactly, Ryan.
Let's go.
You won't even see us.
Let's go.
Congratulations,
we'll be so stealth.
guys. Yeah, exactly. We have a huge show for you guys tonight, a king-size show. We are here live at the Tiger Cage, like we are every 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on every Thursday night. You can always check us out on Facebook.
Absolutely, you can.
Make sure you go back last week and check out Us with Uncle Chuck. That was a great episode. We definitely thank you out there for being with us, Uncle Chuck.
Uncle Chuck.
Yeah, it was a good time. And make sure you're out there liking the page, facebook.com/They Call Us the Breeze. And then, of course, our sister podcast still going strong. NFL is over with, but they have plenty to talk about still. Make sure you check out Is This Football? Every Tuesday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on YouTube. And then, of course, you can get it everywhere you get your podcast drip, Wednesdays, about 5 p.m., whenever the hell I get around to it before I leave for work. So, yeah, it's a good show. Those guys are doing good. We're doing good. How you guys doing? You guys feeling good tonight?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I love my Thursdays. It's just one of those things like you wake up in the morning and you know it's going to be a good
You're like, it's jam time. Day. Which t-shirt am I going to wear?
Which t-shirt am I going to wear?
Speaking of that, I mean, sometimes I actually check. All right. Sometimes I check the YouTube page. I go back because it's all thumbnails of all 3 of us.
Oh, I haven't worn
go
this
back
t-shirt.
and try to
I thought about this
just to make sure I don't wear the same shirt 2 weeks in a row. You know what I mean?
Dude, I am the worst.
So what if somebody's just skipping around and goes from 12 to 14?
Oh, they'll see me in the same shirt probably like back to back. I wear the North. Look, I need a spot. Old Navy maybe. Hey, what are you guys doing? I don't know. Or
somebody throw us some threads, man. We'll wear it. Absolutely.
Hot Topic. If you guys are sponsoring, let me
buy two.
Let me just get. I'll take the corner. I'll take that corner.
Oh, they could fill my card up with whatever. I'll wear anything from Hot Topic. I don't care if it's Pokemon. I'll just fucking wear it. You
gotta catch.
You know me and my graphic tees. I love my graphic tees. Doesn't even matter.
True.
Well, anyway, guys, we got a huge show for you tonight. We have celebrity birthdays. Dad only fell back behind 1 point last week, so he is officially back down. I think it's 83 to 73, but that's okay because we could get some double bubbles tonight. You never know. A couple things we didn't actually get to last week because Ryan, he was trying to jam pack that whole show into that show, and it was tough enough. We didn't get around to the haters gonna hate, so we're definitely gonna do that tonight. And we didn't actually get to talk about Jurassic World, and funny we didn't because we just had the Super Bowl
trailer,
and the trailer just came out at the Super Bowl, so we're going to talk about that tonight. Some big news at the Florida State Fair over this past weekend.
Okay.
So we're going to break that news for you. You don't know what happened, you definitely want to tune in and make sure you're here for that. And then we're just going to talk about the fair in general. We're going to talk about the top 10 foods of the fair, according to the entire U.S.
Cheesesteaks.
Some of these I've never even heard of. I have my own list, cheesesteaks being one of them. Yeah, for sure. But then we're going to just talk about the best and worst things about the fucking fair, because I went on a rant with Dad during pre-prod, and I was talking about a certain thing that really pisses me off. So
You prodded him?
I prodded him. I pre-prodded him a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that, Dad, too. I never apologized, but, it was a good time for both of us, I feel.
Yeah. I mean, you guys had beers after it.
Yeah, and then, after we talk about Jurassic World, I hope we can get into maybe some of the best and worst movie franchises, movies that have been more than a sequel that maybe shouldn't have happened, I feel Jurassic World is right up there with movies that definitely should have happened. I'm gonna say that right off.
How many counts as
a franchise? I would say is like a trilogy. I guess you could say is just
so we're
three,
going trilogy,
but
right?
Past trilogy, so trilogy or more, I would say is what I consider to be a franchise. Sequels are just sequels. There's plenty of just sequels out there, and then we're not really necessarily counting 20-year later reboots. You know what I mean? We're not saying
Ghostbuster. Well, for instance,
within year after year,
something
within a short period of time.
3 or 4, like The Matrix. Okay, I've only seen the first Matrix. I don't know, so we'll get into all that a little bit later. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So what'd you guys do during this Super Bowl, man? The big game. It's all over. I'm so sad. There's nothing to watch.
We went down to Mom and Dad's earlier that day, and because they were celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary, which is in April.
Happy anniversary,
Grandma and Grandpa.
Happy anniversary
down there in Ruskin.
Yeah, right.
And so we went down there, and then after, Debbie was going to have a Super Bowl party afterwards, but we just visited for a little while after that, and then we just headed back and watched it here.
Did you guys take?
We
shots
were here
of
before
Skyline
the game
chili?
started.
Did you do shots of Skyline chili?
We
did you
not.
open up a can? Did you drink a little bit?
I got Skyline chili in there, but I ain't.
Go with the Cincinnati theme a little bit.
No, that's. I don't think that even happened. Did it happen?
No. Did you see?
No.
People up in Cincinnati were taking
Wait,
Skyline.
I haven't heard about this.
Oh yeah.
I was on Smart News. I was like, no way.
There was a huge thing that was going down.
Hold on. Yeah, I didn't see this at all.
The build up to Sunday, that weekend, there was viral videos of fans in Cincinnati chugging out of literally the Skyline chili cans. They're taking shots of it, and they're just straight. Oh, so some people that we know.
Well, now why? Why are they chugging it out of cans if they live in Cincinnati? Just go to the damn store, get the good stuff right from the source.
I mean, that's what I would have done. And I was this close to after I got off work.
Not,
I wanted to go up to the Skyline Chili in Clearwater just to have a dog.
That would just make you throw up. Drink that.
No, which is crazy, right?
All the chunks. Oh,
yeah.
I'm used to eating it drizzled on the hot.
I did not see that, man. I did not see that.
It was. Well, I really wanted Skyline too, so I'm like, gosh, man, if I was like at Aunt Debbie, Uncle Joel's house, and I was watching that game, I'd be like, we're definitely doing Skyline chili because it's right over here.
I have been craving some chili dogs lately. Maybe Dad, maybe you can get on that for me one of these days.
I got 2 cans of Skyline Cincinnati chili and diced onions, and
me and Ryan have picked a new song that I think we're going to debut soon here on the show. So maybe next Thursday we come over early and we work on the song, and we have some chili dogs for lunch, and we work on the song a little bit. And that might be something we do next Thursday before the show. So apologies to future us's if we're a little bombed by the time we won't be bombed.
We're going
to take it professionally. We're going to learn a song. We're going to have some chili dogs. We're going to have a good time. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Might hear some silly noises in the background.
Exactly. Yeah. Well,
like
Ryan, what did you do for the Super Bowl, Ryan? Not much.
I worked during the day and then got off, and then we just kind of tucked it in and had a nice little night at the house. Ordered pizza, which we ordered from Paisanos. We made sure
Paisanos.
Oh yeah, we called at 4:30, and we're like, make sure we didn't know if we could do call ahead at Paisanos, but they're like, we'll have a za ready for you at 6. So we had a nice little za. It was a sweet freaking night, man, because I worked and we had to make
stealth.
I haven't been,
and you
I haven't been
out
to
on the
Paisanos,
town.
dude. I haven't been to Paisanos in so long. The last time I went to Paisanos, though, it was funny. I was getting an oil change,
dude,
and I walked. It was close enough to Paisanos, and I was like, "You want to go? Whoever I was with, you want to go grab a beer somewhere, whatever's close, wherever we can just sit down at a bar and grab a beer while we wait on the oil change or whatever." And
you're at Midas, right across the street?
probably the Midas. So we walk down to Paisanos, and we walk in, and it's like afternoon, real dark. Like when you're walking down 4th Street and it's sunny out, and then all of a sudden you walk in that motherfucker, you can't see anything.
You're like, is the salad bar still open?
So dark. And it's just 6 of these dudes sitting around. Now we walk in probably around noon, 12:30. 6 of these dudes, and they all know each other, and they're all just shit talking each other. Hey, Earl, you dumb son of a bitch. Yeah. Did you play this shit?
It's a scene.
Like something will come on the jukebox. Oh, hey.
Oh, in the bar part?
Hey,
Paisanos
hey, Bill,
on
did
like
you play
Wednesday
this
afternoon. Yeah.
Best part,
Nothing
about,
but regulars.
about 1 o'clock, 1:30, she comes out with 3 large pizzas, puts them on this little back lip that's behind the walkway behind all the bar stools. There's a back lip on a wall. She puts all 3 of these large pizzas, and it's just free for whoever's chilling during happy hours. So these old dickheads are there every day drinking it up, and me and whoever I was
Free
with,
pizza.
and we're like, all right, shit. She's like, help yourself to free pizza, guys. We do it every day around this time. Blah blah blah. I was like, these guys just sitting here all day long, drunk as shit, and then they wait for their free pizza, and then they eat their pizza, and then they have one more beer.
Doesn't sound like a bad day.
Dad, we need to get you in with that crowd. That's what we need to do. That's your crowd.
Anyways, that brings up a very, very good point. We need to start to get Dad into like some crowds. We need to infiltrate.
Clicks.
We need to like make sure that we get like some things out there, like whatever we need to like get in inner circles. We're just gonna pawn Dad off.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. Myself, I didn't do much. I ran around. I sat at Steve's the entire game, an hour before the game, just to make sure I had seats. And then I watched the entire game there. I watched
busy?
the hat. I was surprised when I got there an hour before, and it was literally like even last week at Steve's, it was crazy. And the only thing that was on was the Pro Bowl. So, go figure. But it was crazy busy. I couldn't even get a seat. Half the seats were empty. I walked up, I sat down. Benson met me about 15 minutes later. He sat down. He was good to go. We had plenty of seats. Of course, they had the sound on, so we just watched. Eventually the bar kind of filled as we were busy watching the game. Watched the halftime show, watched the rest of the game. We sat there for the entire game, which I think is probably like the first time I've ever sat in one seat
for a professional game
for an entire Super Bowl. Not for a professional game. Like, no, I've sat in seat, but like Super Bowl normally, like especially if you're downtown, you kind of want to bounce around to a different place after the half or whatever. But we just sat there. They changed bartenders. We
and
tipped
you can
out
smoke
the first
at the
guy.
bar,
Yeah.
so it's not like you have to get up outside. Like
I didn't have to worry about risking my seat because I can smoke at that bar. And we watched the halftime show. And like I said, they had the sound on. They had
commercials.
You know how they have like 9 TVs side to side. They had them kind of on different channels, and then once the Super Bowl came on, all 9 of those fucking TVs was the Super Bowl.
That's cool.
So then they jacked
up that point?
Yeah, they jack up the volume. Everybody's hanging out. Everybody's having a good time. I was kind of impressed by some of the commercials this year.
I like some of the commercials. I like the Peyton Manning commercial where he's bowling, and they continued. And then Brooks Koepka's at the bar. And he's sitting there.
Did that have like
Steve Buscemi is the
okay? That's what I thought. I remembered.
Bartender.
I thought there was a Lebowski.
Yeah, it was basically
like
like
you remember
Peyton
that one?
Manning was in the bar in the bowling alley as and then like
bowling.
Steve Buscemi. I
He
was
was
like,
bowling.
oh my gosh.
I thought I remembered some sort of Lebowski tribute.
Yeah.
If Buscemi was
that one.
Okay.
There was that one. There was. Did you guys see there was a QR code that was bouncing
I
on the
saw
screen.
that.
When it hit the corner.
So did you snap it before it hit the corner?
No.
Do you know
I
even what it
didn't-
was
I
about?
didn't
It's all
snap
about
it.
crypto.
I knew. At
the very
quick,
end,
At the very end, really quick, they said crypto.
But then it hit the corner. I was like, I
I
wonder
was looking
if
for the knobs. I thought it was Pong.
Pong.
yeah. I was like,
'cause
that was pretty good.
We were all waiting for it to hit the corner. I mean, weren't
and
we
it
all?
did, and then it went, and I was like, I bet it's gonna hit, and then then it was like,
And then
boom,
they cut
boom.
it out. Yeah, that was pretty clever. I forgot all about that one. Good call, Ryan. Good
And then
call.
they did do the Clydesdale at the very end, the fourth quarter. They did it really, really quick.
It was sweet and gentle and just enough said. Like we're America.
I liked it. I thought it was.
I liked because speaking of what we might get into later, movie franchises. the Dr. Evil GM commercial.
Oh, where Scott has a baby now.
Scott has a baby. He's like, I shall call him Baby Me. And he's like, no, his name's Kyle. His name's Kyle. And Scott
So
has...
do you think they're going to bring it back?
Did you see that one, Dad?
Yeah.
So he's like, well, you have to save the world and then you can take over the world. And he's like, Frau, let me come up with the plans. I'm going to save the world and take over the world. But here's the thing. I think they've been rumoring a new Austin Powers movie coming out soon.
Frau looks good. Like, she looks like she did not skip a beat. Like, she looks exactly like the same character. She did not age.
Oh, the older lady Scott, with the black hair?
Yeah. So
but everyone's there. They had the old, or the flashback number 2 was played by
Rob Lowe.
Who was birthdays last week. Robert Wagner played the main number 2 in the original first 2 movies. So is he going to be number 2 if they do another one?
I think
he's
it'll
still
be Rob
alive,
Lowe.
but I think they're just going to inject Rob Lowe into that.
Yeah, it would have to be.
Forget about they're not going to plug that hole in the fact that Rob Lowe was the time travel version of number 2.
And Mike Myers
version
was on Rob Lowe's podcast like a year ago. So
obviously
they're buddies. They'll keep Rob Lowe.
All right.
But
a little continuity error there, but I'm sure they were going to go that route. I'm glad to hear that you agree with me on that one. I liked that one. I thought that was a good commercial. The one I thought was pretty awesome, to be honest, and it was the Larry David one. Did you see the Larry David one where it was
that was jumping around a lot?
Well, it was about crypto, and it was about like people that say like, it's just a fad, it'll pass. So it was like him in all sorts, like it starts in medieval times, and someone's invented the wheel, and they're dragging the statues, and he's like, it's never gonna work. It's not. It just being classic Larry David. He's like, hey, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And then there's like a toilet at one point, an indoor toilet. And he's just like, nah, it's never going to catch on. And it's like him playing different characters, advancing through civilization, going like, it's just not going to. And then it leads finally to a commercial about crypto. And he's like, yeah, it's just a fad. It's not going to what it. So I get it. Very creative I don't necessarily agree with the message, but.
Well, how about. Again, on that crypto message, you were talking about that band where it was like Chuck E. Cheese, where they end up being puppets. But
that was the other commercial that I really enjoyed. Did you see that one? It was like a Chuck E. Cheese like animatronic character, and the restaurant had closed down, and then it got retired to like a junkyard, I think I saw, and then someone like rehabbed it and put it somewhere else, and it was traveling like around, and then it gets its hands on an Oculus like metaverse VR set, and it's back on stage with its buddies, and he's rocking out. That was pretty cool. That was kind of funny. I thought that was a good one. Yeah, that was good. Those are my top picks.
But you know what I do miss? I mean, I gotta, for old time's sake, I love the Bud.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, yeah,
sir. Like those and the
Clydesdales.
But you know what?
Iguanas and the frogs. And
how about they pull the E-Trade baby back?
Did they really?
You remember that one? So he's like, they fly in, and he's like on his land.
I used to love the
dude. He's on his land, and they're like, "Look, people are messing up on trading." He's like, "Look, I'm retired, guys," and they're like, "We need to fly you back here."
Did they really? I didn't.
And he's like with a little cup of coffee, and he's like chopping wood, and he's like, "I don't." And they're like, so they fly him back, and I was like,
I did not see that. Man, I'll have to find that one. Yeah, guys. Well, hey, that's Super Bowl commercials.
Great ones.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
That baby was cool,
and the game was entertaining as hell. Can we not put
it
that?
Was.
It wasn't a blowout.
Congrats, Matt Stafford.
Yeah,
very much congrats. And you know what?
Most of us Buckeye fans were probably rooting for Cincinnati.
Cincinnati will be right back there next year. I mean, with Joe Burrow. Yeah. I mean, geez, sky's the limit.
I think the one thing we learned this year, coming from a non-huge football fan, non-huge sports guy, the bit of sports that I do watch, I think the one thing we need to learn from this entire season is let's tighten those zebras up a little bit. Let's get those zebras in check, because
talking about
we've had a lot of we've had a lot of crazy shit getting called and not called over the past season.
I saw some not calls.
I mean, I'm just talking
Sunday.
the entire season.
You also have to let them play, though. Like,
but you know what? When
Chris Collingworth,
when that Bengal guy grabbed him by the face mask and swung him around to make that catch.
There's tons in the game.
I was like, Mike Evans doesn't even grab the face mask, but he pushes off all the time.
Oh God, yeah. There was definitely some very.
So I wonder, like, what, like, obviously the refs are the refs, and it comes on like what the game and how the feel is of the whole game, and that's how they call it. But like
penny ante stuff.
Would you be the person that right out the gate you try to like land a joke with the ref real quick?
Oh yeah, I'd be like, "How's your family, Joe?" You know,
I would try to just grease them up as right out, or would you like play like the?
No, I'd brown nose a little
like
bit.
You're Tom Brady,
it can only help.
and then you don't have to like.
Now let's be fair today, Jeff. Let's be fair, all right?
Yep,
Come on, buddy. Yeah. Come on, we know each other well. Let's be fair, Jeff.
All right.
By the way, there's an edible arrangement going over to Cynthia and the family. I know.
Tell the wife I said hey. Yeah. All right, guys, They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, episode 31, live from the Tiger Cage. We're going to take a quick commercial break. I'm going to go throw some darts. We're going to go high five a little bit, say a little prayer, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, right, guys?
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
All right, we'll see you. Bye. They can't help it. The breeze can't help it. They can't help it. The breeze can't help it.
That's true, and you believe.
Hey guys, They Call Us the Breeze. Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. Oh, good one. Yeah. I'm surprised you can still do that with a leg of plastic. Ladies and gentlemen out there, before we came back from the break.
In my leg.
Okay, so this asshole gets, he comes walking in the door. I'm outside still throwing darts.
Weak
and we have these plastic chairs, okay? So I'm sitting in this nice sort of aluminum steel bar stool, black, with a little puffy top to it. Dad and Ryan always insist on sitting in these plastic lawn chairs. And Ryan's fat ass comes in. I'm still smoking my dart. Ryan goes sit in it, and a leg just busted out. Thankfully, the microphone is fine. He didn't have any headphones in. Everything is fine. Nobody destroyed anything.
I felt like I was on ice for a minute.
Miracle on ice.
Fucking slid.
You looked like you were on ice.
And if you had been watching the YouTube show, you would have seen him on his ass and getting up and fixing.
It looked like I probably was like a little calf that just got
this
birthed.
This reminds me of those Jimmy Fallon shows.
My God!
When they get the guys laughing.
Well,
so
fix
hard.
your chairs, dude.
Oh, well,
the corner's better.
Hey, these are fun. We bought these when Adam graduated from boot camp.
Damn, that's a long time.
Clearly, they've been sun warped.
They're brittle
because these things
old.
are very brittle.
Well, the best part was when Ryan's chair revealed itself to have a broken leg after he fucking snapped it. Dad just lifts another chair off the chair he's sitting in, and he's got a backup chair. It just regenerates, and so we're still pumping away.
Yeah, it's like the little kid
that
retrieves balls at like a tennis match, right? And then boom, boom, boom. It's like Kramer.
Get your ass up off the ground. Let's go.
He's our caddy tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly. Yeah. Facebook.com/They Call Us the Breeze, guys. It is episode 31 of They Call Us the Breeze. Thank you so much for listening out there. It's segment 2. You guys know what that means, right? Dad's only 10 points behind. We might get some double bubbles tonight. Let's do it.
Happy birthday!
Oh, goodness.
Yay! Happy fucking birthday!
There's no birthday party for you here.
All right, guys. They Call Us the Breeze, celebrity birthdays. Ryan is pretending to look at the screen, but I have not actually changed screens yet. I'm going to try to divert his eyes.
Trying to get an edge.
Yeah, I'm trying to distract him tonight. These are some very good celebrity birthdays tonight. I hope you guys both know them. Like I said, Dad is only 10 points behind. Ryan has 83 and Dad has 73. It's been a long-going battle. Double bubbles get you 2 points.
I think he sneaks views because I'm like way out here in the weeds.
Well, to be fair, he's a little bit more on the pulse with most of pop culture versus you. So, unless we throw like Terry Bradshaw at you, you're not going to get right around.
Woody Guthrie.
And Chuck did pretty damn good last week. He was like,
Chuck had fun.
He kept doing the thumbs up. He's like, go up, go up, go up. And he knew what he was talking about. That was a lot of fun. Well, anyway, there's only one way to do it. So let's get to it. Yeah, exactly. The first birthday we have for you guys tonight. Amazing man. I heard he trained for years and years and years just to play basketball on screen in the movie Space Jam. But I'm sure he's a lot better than that. It's Mr. Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he's much better now, I'm sure.
Okay, so Michael Jordan. It's
Chicago
his birthday
Bulls,
today.
Yeah.
Did he play on something called the Dram Team? The Drill Team?
Yeah, it was Ocean's 11, the drill team.
Drill team. Okay. All right. Cool. For the Olympics, right? The alarm pits. Okay.
He was part of the Toon
the Dram
Squad.
team. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay.
Toon Squad that played against.
So happy birthday to Michael Jordan.
He goes first.
I'm
All
going
right.
first.
Ryan's
and
going
I'm
first.
going to say he's 55 years old.
He's going to say 55. Dad, what do you got?
I think he's older than that. I think he's at least. No, he might be too. Well, he might be 59. He might be 2 years younger.
Double
than me.
bubble.
Gosh darn it. I just see it unfolding in front of me right
Dad
now.
gets
Like
a double
trying to
bubble.
think, you know,
GD
well, you know,
lunch that you bought on a
He was
field
playing,
trip.
He was
for-
playing in the 80s in North Carolina,
Yep.
you know, and
Tar
we
Heels,
always
yep.
used to go down to the Holodome.
Right.
So he was playing in that time. So that's where I went. And I'm like, okay, he had to be 22 playing for North Carolina State or North Carolina or Tar Heels.
Powder blue. That powder blue.
Yep. And
Yep.
I'm like, okay, let's just add 40 years to that. That's 62. No, he ain't as old as I am. Let's go 59.
Dude.
That's how I did
man.
all that. I went
buddy.
way forward and back.
Yeah, Dad, you won the Showcase Showdown. We all okay.
Can I?
You get a chair.
I'm from.
You get a new set of
Massachusetts.
plastic chairs.
I don't
Plastic
need
chair.
I don't need a vacation in New Hampshire. Been there.
Exactly. All right, guys. Well, we have a second birthday out there. I'm curious how Dad's going to do with this one. The famous, very famous, not sure why other than she's famous, Miss Paris Hilton. All right, Miss Paris Hilton. So she was in that reality show.
Oh, I know. Who
When
she
I was in
is.
high, you remember her, but
Oh, I
you
know-
remember
I know exactly
how
who
famous
she
she
is.
got after she was in that reality show too, and she was in the public eye. She's still in the public eye. Doesn't look too bad for her age. She didn't go like
39.
crazy like I thought she would.
No. 43.
Dad says 43. Ryan, what do you got?
I was going to say 44.
Dad's gonna get it. She is 41 years old. 41 years old. All right.
3.
That's
That
3,
ain't for-
buddy.
hey,
That's 3.
That's not for George W.
You get the German 3? Wait, where is this? This is German 3? This is the German 3, right?
That's the German 3.
Yeah. I don't remember. If you're watching Glorious Bastards, it's one of the two.
That's
yeah.
Richard Nixon.
This.
Okay. This was the wrong one that the guy gave up. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You can't see that on listener land. Sorry about that. Anyway, guys, a very happy birthday to you, Paris Hilton. The next birthday we have, God, Dad's got it. 3-0 right now. All right.
How old she say? Is his name Richie something?
Lou Diamond Phillips.
Oh, Lou.
Played La Bamba by Richie, whatever.
Lou Diamond Phillips.
But
has
he was
been
in that
around
movie.
a while. How old's Paris Hilton?
Paris Hilton was 41.
Okay.
Lou Diamond
I'm
Phillips.
I'm good. I just gonna
All right,
remember the
so
two.
Ryan's up
the
first.
two numbers.
Ryan's up first for Lou Diamond
He's
Phillips.
59 years old.
Oh,
59 years old.
No. Lou Diamond. No, he's been around a while. What'd you say?
Ryan says
I don't
59.
know. I didn't.
Like 73, 72.
Ryan's going to get that one. He's actually 60 years old. Good job. Good
too
job,
high.
dude. One off, man. One off. Proud of you, though. Proud of you, buddy.
Yeah, I remembered the notes. I remember the game notes earlier. Come on.
All right. Fourth to last birthday we have. Very happy birthday goes out to Mr. Joseph. I'm sorry. Mr. Billy Joe Armstrong. Is this? No, yeah. I'm sorry. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I'm sorry. Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Holy
Joseph
smokes.
Gordon-Levitt.
Who's that?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
He was
Okay,
in,
so
Third
you remember
Planet,
the show Third Rock from the Sun that had
Oh, the bald guy?
yeah,
The old guy?
and then the little kid that
with
was
the
in that. He was in
long
like middle
shoulder
school.
hair.
He played the kid in the family.
He was a middle
And
school
he was in
kid.
basically like middle school, maybe early high school when that show was on.
Yeah, I don't remember. I just remember the dad.
So he was in about middle school, early high school back when that was on. Which, what would you say when that was on? I think it's your
90s.
turn, Dad. So
Probably the 80s, right?
Late
Third
90s.
Rock from the Sun.
Late 90s, mid 90s.
Yeah, mid to late 90s.
And it's the kid,
Yep. So how old do you think he is now?
42.
Yeah,
That
I was
says
gonna say-
42,
I was going
right.
to say 44.
Dad is going to get it. He is 41 today. Joseph Gordon-Levitt,
was
good
just a
job,
guess.
Dad. Good job, man.
I got my point back that I just lost, so I'm still.
All right, well, it's
up
no
on this
surprise
game.
who our last guy is. It's Billy Joe Armstrong, lead singer, writer, and guitar player for Green Day, the front man for the three-piece of Green Day. Their biggest hit, Longview, first hit, came out probably 93,
Ryan knows that. I don't
94.
have any idea on this one.
And, yeah. So, Ryan, I think, is up
I think
to...
we should do it together because the producer slipped up. How old is he? 1, 2, 3, 59.
59.
59? You both say 59? You both really want to say 59?
No. Are you sure it wouldn't be 51?
Well, he said there was a double bubble.
Yeah,
and there's
but-
one.
What about 51? What was the girl, the very first one? Was
Like 51.
Well, you guys watch Green Day. I don't know how
Oh,
old
I'm
those
gonna
guys
say I'm
when
gonna
they
say
were playing.
he's 40.
How
okay.
old were those guys when you'd see them downtown and Mom would bring you to the concert?
Gosh, I already forget the ages.
I
That
mean,
we guessed.
how-
I'm gonna
when
say
you-
he's
when
40.
They broke out when I was like in elementary school.
He's 44.
And how old would they be? 30 or 32 or 28? Young guys?
Punk
or
music. Think about that.
So they were 18 or 20 maybe?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so they're 41.
So just put
He's
30 years
41.
on top of that. So you're 40. You're in
What do
the
you say?
40s, right?
What do you say?
41.
No, there wasn't a 41. There was a 51 and there was a 59.
Ryan says 41. Dad, what do you say?
43. But that's.
Our
I'll say, what was
listeners,
the last
our
one? What was the last?
Dad's going to get it. He is 50 years old. 50 years old
So what
today.
was the double bubble one?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you contest.
Yay!
There was no 5 same birthdays.
There's no birthday party for you here.
Trickster.
I'll tell you guys later about our inside joke, okay? I'll tell you later about our inside joke. Guys, thank you for playing out there. I hope you guys had as much fun as we did, that's for sure. It's They Call Us the Breeze, Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. We're going to get back to the show now. I didn't get to do it last week. Kind of disappointed. We ran out of a little bit of time, but we had a great time with Uncle Chuck, that's for sure. We covered a lot of ground in that episode, so make sure you go back to our 30th episode and listen to that. But I wanted to do just a tiny bit of haters, guys, if you don't mind. Can I do
Let's
a little
hate-
bit of haters?
yeah, let's
It's
hate-
been a little bit
let's
of
hate a
haters.
little bit.
I kind of want to do it. Let's do it.
The most diabolical haters this
Take
side
2.
of the Mississippi.
All right, so I don't mean to be like terrible, but I mean, what the hell? We're going through a crisis right now.
Mm-hmm.
I can't afford this shit, and the rent is going up. It's skyrocketing.
Not only is it going up, there's a lot more traffic too.
Did you pay the rent on this studio? Maybe that's why we went dead.
Probably there. But the worst part about this is they were trying to get something passed. They were trying to get something passed in December. They were talking about they were going to try to put some sort of a rent cap on things. They thought about in a state of emergency, and they were trying to prove that it could be some sort of a state of emergency because of COVID and everything like that. And it was voted 6-1 to actually get it, onto the floor. And it got onto the floor. And then it was voted last week. That's why I wanted to bring it up. Last week it was voted down 3-1. They said there was going to be a shit ton of lawyers that were just going to get involved on behalf of all the landlords. And it was just going to be
Absolutely.
all sorts of a shit show because apparently no one's tried to do this since basically in 1977. There was like a statute that was approved by the state legislature that said no city in Florida could have a rent cap. So since then, people have just been doing whatever they want with rent.
Well, and they just, probably it's probably been reasonable for a long time, but then they're like, okay,
All these
if you're
people
gonna
that are moving
it's
here
a
now.
capitalist society,
Oh, yeah.
so hey, if whatever I can get, I'm going to get. If
And
that
that's my
guy's getting
haters.
that, I want to get this.
That's my haters going to hate. All the people that have moved over here, like we've been here the whole time. All the people that have moved here in the last 2 years. I mean, I love seeing all of you. I like getting to know all of you. Don't get me wrong. But you're driving the rent prices up like huge because they can charge whatever they want because everybody's coming to town and everybody, is coming from all sorts of different areas that maybe, they have more savings than the average person does or whatever. And
And there's more. I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, okay, you remember like when you're younger, okay, you had more of a whatever idealistic like world view about you, and there was like, okay, if we wanted to do a petition to sign something into the neighborhood, you're right. Okay, you okay?
You good, man?
No, I'm just
All right.
getting the microphone.
It's
out
like a
of my
gerbil
face.
over there. You burying, or are you burrowing, or what?
Absolutely, I'm
So
burrowing.
the point being,
Pulling away nuts.
the point being is like you would see that person where it's like, don't build here, or it's like a skate park and they're like petition. There's that one neighborhood that's like, or that one neighbor. It's like,
Don't build on
absolutely
this,
do not do
save
this,
this.
because they may have been in the same situation that we're in, where they seen a city being built up that they got driven out of, where they know what's on the press or on the cusp of what's
Well,
going to
New
happen.
York City's a great
So
example.
now it like makes sense. It's like, okay, the person that we think that was just a old snob that just didn't want things built there.
Right.
Well, there's a reason why he doesn't want it, because he knows what could happen to the city. And now it's like,
I'm just
first
saying, man,
it's the pier. Now it's like you open that up, and then it's like you open up more and this and this and that and this. But
I just wish we would have gotten that passed just for a little bit, because I mean, we're one of the only states that doesn't allow. I mean, sure there's others, but there's a bunch of states like New York that it's somewhat rent controlled. They can only raise it a certain percentage. I mean, I went up my first year. I mean, I live in the heart of downtown. I have an apartment where literally I can walk to any bar within 15 minutes. Any bar you choose within that hotspot area. Sure, that warrants a good amount of price, but I went up $50 from year 1 to year 2, and then I just started year 3. I went up $200
More.
more.
oh, that's like a 250%
Instead of
increase or
50.
something.
Yeah, I mean,
I went up
Don't check on
200. I mean, just to fucking
the
be
bad
down
part
there.
is, these guys are going to figure they're going to price themselves out of being able to do this because it's not going to be sustainable.
I mean, I have half
But
a mind to get
in
out
the
of downtown.
In the near future, the short-term future,
It's working.
they're
Well-
going to, until people just say, I ain't paying that.
It reminds me,
Maybe they start building out away from the city.
I just bought
People-
an office downtown St. Pete for us,
Okay, well,
right
good.
on Beach Drive.
In that case, I'll just start living there. Yeah,
If you want.
that sounds good.
Might as well.
I'll set up my blow-up mattress. I got a pup tent. I got a space heater that Dad gave me. That'll probably melt the pup tent. That thing is hot.
And then you just become like a
Well, let's be real. Benny
story,
will
like-
shred the pup tent to pieces before the heater even gets to it.
Yeah, it'll look like some of those bead things hanging in
people
the
looking
doorway
in.
the
They're like,
70s.
it's just an art project. People looking in.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, guys, they call us the Breeze. Don't go anywhere. We have what happened at the fair this weekend, man. You gotta stay
I'm
tuned
interested
to
to
hear
hear
about
about
that.
it.
Yeah, this Florida State Fair. It happened Saturday. I heard about it. Some of you might have heard about it, and we're going to talk about it. And then we're just going to talk about the fair in general because hell, man, that shit's fun, right, guys?
I love me some fair.
Guys, it's They Call Us the Breeze live at the Tiger Cage. Yeah, I tried to catch you off guard, but he still got it. Ryan, what do you say, man?
Let's go throw some darts.
Yeah, what
Let's
do you
go
say,
throw some
man?
darts.
Yeah,
That
let's
was
do
very
it.
good.
All right,
Let's-
guys, we'll
let's
see
go
you
have some
soon.
fun.
All right, don't
Let's
go
see
anywhere.
if we ain't burning any chicken yet.
Yeah. All right, guys. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back. It's They Call Us the Breeze, Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage every Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard
Where were you
Time.
Sunday?
Yeah, exactly. Make sure you guys are watching us on YouTube because you never know what you're going to get on the YouTube beforehand, afterhand. I mean, just you never know what you're
Come
going to see.
down the rabbit hole with us, please.
Exactly. But if you're not, make sure you're definitely listening to the pod wherever you get your podcast drip every Monday, wherever you get your podcast drip. Yeah, and tell your friends, Facebook.com/They Call Us the Breeze.
Hopefully you're sitting in your sturdy chairs out there.
Yeah, hopefully you're if you're anywhere wherever you're listening, listener, take a look around your environment. Take a look at the chair.
Do
you're
a nice
in.
little double tap.
Just do a double tap. Just maybe don't do it again, fat ass. You're gonna break the chair again. Christ, we don't have another chair. This is the last
Boy,
chair.
I'm doubled up.
What?
Son, for the second time, I told you,
So
Don't
next
take
week,
your skateboard up on the second-story roof and try
I
to
skateboarded to the bar today, by the way. I
He did.
skateboarded from my house
He did.
up to the Winn-Dixie bar.
I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. You break that stool, you're not on camera anymore. You're just gonna sit on the ground. The microphone will reach you.
I'm just a fat
You're just
piece
gonna
of
have to go Indian style on the ground. Jesus. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. It's second half of episode 31. We like to have a lot of fun around here.
You sure this ain't the third half?
We like to have a lot of fun around here at the Tiger Cage.
Of
but
course
we're
we
going to
do.
bring up something a little serious,
do.
and it's safety at State Fair.
Definitely safety around here in the Tiger Cage.
We like to keep things a lot. We have a fire extinguisher over here. We have repaired the hole that has been damaged. I'm safe to say it's
He
been
drove. He was
3
driving.
weeks, but we have repaired that hole. We're all about safety over here. One thing the State Fair is all about is safety. Okay, they still maintain they are completely safe, but you can't be safe from stupid. Okay, you can't be safe from stupid. Sometimes
it's
things
everywhere.
are going to happen that are beyond your control, and you
I know.
might get a bad rap. I'm telling everybody out there, if you're listening, take your sweetheart out to the damn fair. I don't have a sweetheart to take this year, so I'm not. But that's been a Valentine's Day kind of thing for me. You know, I've gone twice to the fair for a Valentine's Day date. It's a good time, and they're there, and it's out in the Florida State Fairground. Don't let this news report scare you off because of stupid. Now, and I don't mean to pick sides here, and I definitely don't want to piss anybody off.
But
I'm
your
just
target
gonna
is the
say,
carnies.
I'm not even target. This past Saturday at the Florida State Fair, you know the gondola, the little, what we call them the sky buckets.
Yeah,
the things on
the
the
sky
wire.
ride.
They hold like 4 to 6 people, whatever, and they go
Dude.
down the little wire.
Scary. Very scary.
Well, they also have the miniature versions, which are the versions at the state fair where it's basically one person in a little
there's a
thing.
reason why there's a reason why Busch Gardens always has them shut it down. But the State Fair, for some god reason, they're just going to go and stretch it and just keep it going.
Well,
24/7.
Unfortunately, and I'm not trying to make light of this, we definitely wish her a speedy recovery. But a 7-year-old girl fell out from one of the sky buckets. This 7-year-old child fell 35 to 40 feet before landing in a grassy area with no major injuries. Just maybe a broken wrist, maybe. That's
I can just see
astounding.
him doing that.
I'm just watching this little girl. Beep, just.
I can see Ryan. I don't want to sit in here no more.
I mean, that's an arms up. That's a pencil dive. That's a straight up like. Remember when you're on the?
It says a possible broken wrist.
Well, you know, when I saw this the other morning, and
She'll
me and Mom
heal
were
up,
thinking,
like,
it's like,
it's-
why? Well, my first thing to Mom was,
well, you know what happened.
why? All 3 of the girls were less than 10 years old.
Well, yeah.
So
3
I
members
said,
of the same
why
family. Were
would
all
they let
under
3
the-
little
yeah.
girls, 10 years old and less,
At
getting
8:40 p.m. This was 8:40 p.m. So it was dark out. It was dark.
I don't care if it's 8 in the morning, but
Well, dark even still. You can't watch them and yell at them on what they're doing wrong. And the one girl out of the 3 sisters, the one girl decides to slip out from underneath the bar because she was
that's-
small
and
enough.
Mom said she's probably worming around or
She
whatever.
wormed
And I was like,
around.
yep.
She slipped. I'm just imagining. Remember high dives when like you were too scared to do like a dive or a cannonball or anything. You just did the pencil dive and you just jump off feet first. You're just floating downwards straight in a pencil.
And you only
formation.
had 12 feet to go or 10.
and this
and hit
girl
water.
35, 40 fucking feet above the
I know.
ground, man.
It
I
is
know.
look. It's a national
no water.
tragedy.
No
It is.
water.
But I'm not going to
Boom,
bring
stop.
Kleist up there, knowing that there's a potential that he's going to squirm
Well,
out. You know what I mean?
You know,
Like,
they say
I don't know.
approximately
squirm out.
they
Yeah,
say
dude,
approximately 10 deaths occur every year that are associated with amusement park or carnival rides. 10 deaths per year. I know for a fact. I mean, I love the carnival. I love the state fair. I'll get on some of those rides, and the best part about that ride, it's not the ride.
It's the thrill of the
thrill of
almost
like
dying.
I could probably die on
Yeah,
this.
you're-
Well, apparently you're not wrong because approximately 10 deaths occur per year, and I actually have a little bit of figures if you guys want a couple figures. There's an estimated 6,000 to 8,000 injuries also per year on these rides. 6,000
Wait,
to 8,000.
just
okay,
sounds-
hang on.
A bunch of different
Amusement
rides.
parks, carnival rides.
Let
just
me go
any
ahead and
sort
ask
of
a
ride.
question. What do you guys think?
Question.
Injury, does that mean that you're bumping your shin on a ride on the way in? That
Depends
you
on
get,
the
yeah,
settlement.
I'm sure
Okay,
that.
so-
yeah.
Depends on the
Okay,
settlement.
so like out of the 6 to 8,
Price tag. Yeah.
Morgan to Morgan, for the. Do you? Hey, Do you love funnel cakes?
For the carnies.
Do you love funnel
Do you love
cakes?
fried Oreos and Snickers?
I know.
you like fried
have you ever
Oreos?
been?
Yeah, we'll have that coming up shortly. But between 73 and
You like throwing a
77,
baseball with a guy sitting on a bench.
heckling the
Has
shit
he
out
ever
of
talked
you.
shit to you
Have
that
you ever
really
talked
hit you
shit to
down
you?
to
Did
your
you
heart,
flick
your
him?
spine?
Did you get him back and flick him off at
And
the end?
He hurt your feelings real bad.
Did
It
he
made you,
sleep
made
with
you
your
feel like
sister?
less of a man in front of your woman.
That could be your brother-in-law.
So, according to like the rides and shit, I have some statistics here if you guys want them. So, for between the years of 1973 and 77, 4 separate remember the zipper? Do you remember the
yeah,
zipper?
like
So
that.
it's shaped like a zipper. It's like a Ferris wheel, and you're in this cage, and it swings back and forth, and you're holding onto this bar, and it flips upside down while you're going around this merry-go-round. There were this
Elliptical merry-go-round.
carousel.
I think I kind of remember
but
seeing
it's
that.
straight up and down.
Yeah, kinda.
Apparently, between the years of
Yeah,
73,
it just goes like this and then like this.
You know what I'm talking
and there's a bunch of them are all the way around.
and it's so metal, and it clanks, and it clanks, and it clanks, and it's like, and it's
And you're either
it's
vomiting
whiplash
or you're
waiting.
I never
passing
got
out,
in it.
Or you're
Between the years of 73 and 77, 4 different deaths happened, 1 death per year, and people were still getting on this ride because there's a locking mechanism on the door, obviously, once you get in, and the locking mechanism was failing while they were flipping in midair, like high, and people were just flying the fuck out. And they were just like, all right, we got to shut this down. But yeah, so there was
and
4
you said
deaths.
4 deaths from 73 to 77. They averaged 1
So
death
1
a year.
per year. So if you got
On
on
that
that,
ride.
if you got on that
And
ride,
here even makes the odds go out further, just depending on what county you were in when that county, when
that's
that
what I'm
fair
saying.
landed.
You're in 1976 and you're with your buddies and you guys are all at the fucking state fair and you're like, dude,
I
you
bet
guys
it ain't gonna
want to
happen in
ride on
Ohio.
the zipper? 2 people died in the past 2 years on this ride. You
I
want to
bet
go
you it
try
don't
this?
happen in Texas.
Yeah, exactly, man. That would be like a big ballsy, I double dog dare you right there. Like people have died on this ride in the past 2
Hey,
years.
wait a minute. Fred, hold on. 4 people
Don't
died last
do it.
year on this ride.
Don't do it, man.
And so far, 2 people died this year. And that was in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And that was also in Illinois.
Well,
And
yeah.
You
then-
sure
hey.
you want to get on that thing?
And then he goes, "What do you think?" I love fucking thrill seekers.
Yeah, I'm
getting on that mother.
getting
You know
on
what I
that
mean?
ride,
Hey,
you know what
I'm
I'm
getting on that.
Flash forward 2 years later in Texas, the Texas State Fair, 1979.
Year I graduated from high
A
school.
sky ride like the gondola incident killed 1 man and injured 17 people when it fell completely
I can see
off
that.
the wires. 2 cars fell off the wires completely onto the midway, like the concrete midway. Midway, if you're not familiar out there, and that's where all the carts are all set up. That's the walkway where
It's
you have everything
it's
on.
halfway between the
Literally,
beginning and the end.
thing fell. Yeah. Hey, got him. Dad jokes, ladies and gentlemen. They call us Breeze. Bravo Romeo Echoes here. But no, yeah. So the damn carts fell off the wire and just smashed onto the midway. The concrete, like 17 people got injured. 1 man died. That happened in 79 in Texas. In 1980, a 14-year-old boy was killed and 8 other people were injured when 2 cars of the Willard's Wizard collided at the Great America in Santa Clara, California. Great America
what's-
Great
Is that
America
a
was a
big
pretty
park?
popular
Big
park.
park?
Yeah, big park.
What's that big one they have in Minnesota? Or
I think that's another Great America.
and then there's one out. Where was that one we went when
There's
Adam
one in
graduated?
Ohio.
That wasn't.
I think
that
there's a
one-
Great America in Ohio.
What? Oh, okay, those are bigger, right?
They're like halfway between a state fair carnival and an actual Busch Gardens. It's
Well,
like a halfway.
what was that park
quality.
What was
went
what
to
was
when we
Kings
went-
Island?
What was
Kings
the-
Island's more of an amusement park.
It's what was that one that we went to when Adam graduated from?
Six Flags.
oh,
yeah.
that was
Yeah,
that was a
and
Six
that's
Flags?
a pretty popular chain. There's one in Wisconsin. There's one in
Chicago.
Chicago.
Well, that's where we're at. But
and there's one in Atlanta. That has the Batman ride. That's more of the Marvel and all that stuff. But yeah, last one I have for you guys tonight. No, you know what? this talks about decapitation. We're just not going to do that.
We're not going to talk about
You know,
decapitation.
I made this list, and you know, so not often do I stray from the list, but this is about a decapitation, and I just don't think I want that on the show tonight.
Well, yeah,
You know what I'm
we
saying?
don't have to talk
Let's talk about something
decapitation.
fun about the fair. You guys want to talk about something fun
Yeah,
about the
yeah,
fair?
yeah.
Yeah, let's talk
cut
about
that-
something
cut
fun
that from
about the
the show.
fair.
I fed, like I was saying,
What's your favorite fair memory?
Femery.
That's easy for you to say.
Suffering succotash.
I really think it's the games. And by the way, I was going to bring up a point.
On the
okay?
midway?
So meanwhile,
Or the halfway.
you're making all these rides that are, you know, decapitating, killing people like at a rate of death per year.
And I don't
But you
even know where
still
that came
have the
from.
balls on you
Hide behind
to
the
say
chainsaws.
that you did not throw a ring around that little 2-liter bottle to win
Never,
a stuffed
ever,
animal, and
ever
they're
in
getting you
my
over
lifetime.
on that. You know what I mean?
You ever did the ring toss thing?
And I'm 61
I
years
love
old.
games.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think that is the best.
the
Goldfish.
best game?
I
Have
love.
you
I
won
just
one of
love
the-
fair
All right,
games.
okay,
Who's ever,
let's go
who
for-
do you know that's ever put
You know
a-
what? Give me. I
All
don't
right,
like rides as
favorite
much.
favorite game. Your favorite game is the bottle toss with
No,
the rings.
I think it would have to be. Yeah.
Bottle toss. Okay,
Yeah.
I know Dad's favorite game. Dad likes the fucking squirt gun one where the people race up and everybody's going surfing.
Well, that's not my favorite. I like to throw a
Surfing
ball.
US.
You
at
like
the cats to see
accuracy.
if I can
Oh, the
do-
cans, the milk cans.
Okay,
But
yeah,
that's the
yeah.
fairest
Anything
one.
that
So
I can
always
throw
do
a
that one
ball,
because I
yeah.
know
Darts?
that's the ace of the hole. You can win that game.
Yeah.
If
Balloon
you
darts.
Make sure you got your ready. I'm squirting for everybody.
You know which ones I like?
That's what I'm saying.
I like the one where you put the rubber frog. It's hard as hell, but the lily pads, they circle around in the water, and you
Kinda
put
like
the rubber
whack-a-mole or something.
and you place the rubber frog on there. You get like 5 frogs, and then you have to slam the
On a
mallet
lily,
down,
right?
and it flings it, and there's like rotating lily pads in the water,
Oh, and landed on a lily pad.
and you're trying to, and they're in cup formation, so you're
Yeah.
trying to get this
And those
floppy.
those
these
frogs
things
were heavy.
well, and they're also they're heavy as shit, and they're also flappy as shit, and then the springboards are not very good, so you got to like pound that motherfucker
And
right
then-
on time.
Remember
then
the
when
fishing one? where there
Remember
was
that time
fish
when
and
you were
had
on
to, like,
LSD and you hit that one and that thing was kind of like going like.
I see how it is, you asshole. Ribbit. Yep, that's what he was saying.
Man.
That's what he was saying.
So
Missed it again.
All right, so those are the best games. I mean, what's your worst thing about the fair? What's the worst thing about the fair?
realizing you're at the fair. I thought.
Being
Worst
done,
thing about being at the fair is having to leave.
being done with the fair, and you
just
still have
that moment of
because there's
panic.
always one guy that's like, oh, I got to do this,
Or
dude.
you have to meet up with other people, and like you
Yeah.
don't know if they
Well,
want to go,
Chris
and you're
Chris
just
and
like,
Tammy are coming, so we're gonna
I'm
wait
out.
just a little bit.
Yeah.
They're gonna meet us by the churro stand, and we're gonna hang out for a little
what
bit.
fucking churro stand from north side,
Yeah,
south
there's
side,
4
east, or
churro
west?
stands.
This
I'm
is
not-
fucking Plant City. They're everywhere.
God, yeah, no, yeah.
Oh, they're at the
No offense.
Budweiser Pavilion.
Or you had that
yeah,
one-
they're on the paddle boat at the creek in the Budweiser Pavilion.
You have the one girl that's like,
No, that'd be a Catholic festival.
wait, no, I said I was gonna get strawberry shortcake before we left. We had
I
to get
gotta go
strawberry
back.
shortake. Like, and then
That'd
you
be
gotta,
the beer booth at
everybody-
the
oh,
Catholic
man.
festival at Budweiser's.
The last time I went to the fair, it was damn near impossible to find beer.
I mean,
I don't know what the hell was going on and what was going
you have
wrong.
to, as
They
soon as
didn't
you see
sell
a
it?
stand, you just need to order it. You know what I mean? You just, the first stand
I
you
should
see.
have barked for it. That's speaking of barking. That's the one thing I fucking hate about the fair. Okay, if you go to the fair on like a slow midday afternoon, a weekday afternoon, which is what I normally do because I work, night times and my
Hospitality,
days are
really,
it's hospitality. It's a weird schedule.
That's
you go
where
on
you
like
clean
a fucking
up.
Oh,
Monday.
now we gotta get this hat back on.
Oh, yep. Put on the cowboy hat.
Yeah,
Mike.
you need it for
let's do yeah.
continuity purposes. Yeah, the producers.
Come on in, boys. Play this game right here. How's your left
Exactly.
arm? How's
So-
your left
so
arm?
you-
How's
so
your left
I'm
arm?
with my lady.
Your granny throws it harder than you do.
I'm with my lady, and we're just trying to casually stroll down the midway to get to the chocolate covered whatevers or the peanut this or the deep fried that, and all we're doing is we're trying to get to that tent, and I'm probably looking for a beer and probably pretty fucking annoyed because I don't have a beer in my hand already, and you have to walk down the midway, and there if it's dead like it was the last time I went to the fair, nobody there. every single barker at every single game
Trying
are
to sell
just
you a car.
yelling at you. Just,
Hey, I got some used cars
I bet
over
you
here."
can't do this. I bet you can't do that. It's just like, yeah, you guys are just, all of you are just insulting the shit out of me, and I'm just walking down this road trying to get a chocolate-covered Oreo or whatever the fuck.
to
like,
you.
Like, I'm like, Christ, dudes, I get it, dude. You need money and you need someone to come play your game, but just shut the fuck up. Sorry,
What do you
I'm sorry.
think? I mean,
Talk about haters gonna hate. There's your haters
I
gonna
think
hate
that's
right
the
there.
haters
Wow,
gonna
that's
hate.
the
But
real
would
hater.
you honestly think about joining the Carnies
So you
for a
went to
year?
the state
I mean,
fair
that
and you
would be
did not
pretty
have a
sweet.
good time. Is that what you're saying?
But wait,
I did. There's plenty of fun things at the fair.
I
You
was
get
about
to
to
watch
say-
them do cooking shows that
Dad.
aren't actually cooking shows.
Oh, you just didn't like walking through that aisle.
yeah,
there.
no, it's just
Jeremy.
annoying.
Jeremy,
you know what I would want to be at
Jeremy,
the fair? I
you
would
used
want
to
to
play
be
baseball.
All right, what do you got?
You
Ryan?
can't throw it hard.
I
anymore?
would want to be the one salesman when you go into the expo and they're selling hot tubs.
And they have all the little gazebos,
yeah,
all the
yeah,
gazebos
like the-
set up with the little hot tubs
right
inside
next to
of
the
them.
massage gazebo.
And then
Yeah.
you could get like a strawberry shortcake, like one booth
or
over,
ice lattes,
or like a bunch
slushy.
of cool, a brand new, innovative
Solar.
travel pillow,
solar.
like a travel pillow, like or
Yeah, that's-
or incense or healing oils.
But seriously, the first time you
Oh,
ever
man,
see
it's
an
so
awesome
good.
Philly cheesesteak, just buy it because you won't.
Speaking of Philly
you won't happen
cheesesteak,
upon
no,
it
you
again.
know what?
You always come up and you think, I'm gonna bank it, right? I'm gonna grab that food item. I'm gonna bank it. Oh, there might be something better. There might be something better. And then you get around the whole park and you realize, where's that first stand that I said that I wanted, and you can't find it, and then you settle.
forget.
And then you settle, and it's a
Speaking
bummer.
of that, speaking of the
forget.
cheesesteak, speaking of the beer, speaking of the cotton candy, speaking of all of it, we're going to get into the top 10 U.S. most popular within the U.S. So not necessarily Florida, not necessarily wherever you live,
But what
but
the whole
top,
wor-
the whole country
US
considers to be the
considers.
top 10 fair foods. We're going to get into that.
I know one
right
of them
after
for
the break.
sure, and I'm
yeah,
thinking
for
it's
sure.
your mom's
Okay.
favorite.
All right,
Okay.
so we'll get it. Your mom's favorite. Don't talk to me like that. All right, guys. It's They Call Us the Breeze. Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. We'll see you. Don't go anywhere. Bye.
Later.
See you.
Good, boys. Great, boys.
All that was hilarious.
Sounds good.
Oh, guys. Hey, guys. Welcome back. Welcome the hell back to the Tiger Cage. You know, it's They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. Every 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Episode 31, man. I'm having so much fun. I actually am having a great time.
I had to
I'm
make sure-
No bullshit. Like, you guys can probably tell on my face. Some, you guys watch. Some weeks I'm a little stressed out. Some weeks I'm super happy. Some weeks I'm super drunk. Tonight I'm just feeling good, and I am enjoying myself tonight. I really am.
Yeah,
I really am.
yeah,
Thanks,
yeah.
guys, man. This has
Well,
been a great
yeah.
episode.
Well, you're
That's
welcome.
what happens
You're
when you're on a
welcome, because
stool. You
I've
know
kind
what
of
I mean?
been sad
You're
all
good.
night,
You
not
can do whatever
laughing
you-
or
Yeah,
anything.
no,
I
yeah,
did.
yeah. You've been just sad. Yeah, I mean, we did talk a little bit about some sad
I
shit.
heard
and-
anything funny all night.
Yeah, nothing funny at all. Period. I'm sorry, Dad. Sorry to disappoint. But you know what?
Hey, I'm
A
looking on
Jew
the
walks
bright
into a
side.
bar, and then the guy next to him says, "I saved you a seat."
All right, guys. Well, back to some state fair
Damn
talk.
it.
If you weren't listening earlier, make sure you go back and listen to the previous segment. We were talking about the Florida State Fair and something that happened over the weekend, but then also we're talking about just best and worst parts about the fair. We started to get a little bit into food at the fair, and that's a very big part of it. Honestly,
Huge. I think one of the
As
top
I-
reasons why you go to a fair.
as
All
I
right,
go
what-
anymore,
What do you
100
think are the favorite foods that
There is a
people can
list
buy?
that I was able to come across, and
Because I know Mom,
I wasn't familiar with a lot of these.
elephant ears be right up there.
Did Nielsen do this list? Did
I can't say who did it. I can't
No,
say
I think
who
it was
did
his brother
But they
Daryl.
said top 10. Top
State
10.
Fair, you know. Daryl. I'm sure Daryl. did
Daryl
it.
probably rated. Some of these I've heard of. Some of these I have not. but we're going to get into it. The first one, cookie fries. Never heard of this.
Never heard of this.
Never heard of this. Well, apparently,
No way.
It comes in like a little.
You want to take a look, Dad?
Yeah, Dad, you take a little look here, man. You want to? Yeah, that's cookie fries right there.
So it's just it looks like
So it looks like cookie dough with like
batter.
it looks like an M&M cookie, like with the where the flakes flake off, where they're green and they're red and they're blah
Careful.
blah blah. Oh, you want to turn? Yeah, why don't you turn around for this segment? Excuse us, guys. There you go. Yeah, there you go. All right, so you got your cookie fries right here. So
It looks like French fries in a way.
well, yeah, it's basically crinkle cut. It's basically crinkle cut,
Well, that's
as you can
yeah.
see.
But that's like cookie dough, huh?
yeah, it's cookies. You can tell.
Yeah, I mean it looks like a funnel cake with M&Ms in it, deep fried, and then you have some jelly jam or
It
something.
looks like a raspberry jam.
like a ketchup, sure. So I could
but
see
it's
the
supposed
fry.
to be like a ketchup type thing, and
Ketchup.
apparently this is the number 10 thing, State Fair cookie fries, and it's not just the company that makes this awesome. Dad, you know,
Daddy keeps going off camera.
you're no, just scoot over.
There you go. There you go.
I keep moving the camera.
Time.
Well, get your
I
mic.
got
Get
you.
your mic to you.
Take
Make
part.
sure you have your mic.
I got my mic.
I love him. He's so cute.
know.
I keep moving. I keep moving the camera. and he
It's
just
my
keeps
first trip
moving
down to Nashville
more
being
to
on
the
set,
right.
so I'm not sure. I knew
All
we
right.
was doing a. Then I
And-
thought
but-
they wanted
but
me to
also-
play. I
That's
thought
why-
they wanted to play my two number 20 hits, but
Again, that's why
apparently
you got to
not.
watch the show. That's why you got to watch the show.
On this photo that we're looking, can we appreciate the table that it's on?
Yep.
Like that
It's the
middle
picnic
school
table.
picnic
Yeah.
table made
Plastic,
out of
plastic coated.
like, yeah.
It's all steel, but it's plastic coated.
a lot
Oh,
of
this
ketchup.
grill?
A lot of
Yeah.
ketchup.
You talking about
You're
the grill?
sticking to that table.
That's
you
that
know?
table.
Yeah.
Well, the next food that they had up for our viewing pleasure was cheese curds.
That looks.
Oh
See,
yeah,
Mom
like a
likes them things.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin
Yeah.
cheese curds, eh?
I
They
would
take
get
some
down.
cheddar cheese. They got to batter it, deep fry it, and it comes out
Culver's.
big, clunky.
Yep.
Culver's does
For
it, yeah.
sure.
But those look more like they're like
But-
tater tot
yeah,
size.
they're like little balls.
They're like tater tot
And
size.
These
or
are like
smaller.
the real deal. Let's
look at
take
these-
a
look at
brick
these
of
guys.
And I am
cheese,
not
throw
a.
them in.
You guys know this from way back when you
You're
guys
not
were.
from Wisconsin.
No, I just don't eat deep fried cheese. Right? I never did.
I mean, cheese is mozzarella
You don't
sticks
like
are
mozzarella
overrated.
sticks?
Mozzarella
Nope,
sticks are
never have-
overrated.
nope.
Overrated. I'm
All
just saying,
right, that's not overrated.
Now
at all.
jalapeno.
yeah. Fried mushrooms, fried jalapenos.
Sure.
Give me some
So
fried
if you were to
mushrooms.
have
But
some
no
cheese
cheese.
sticks with jalapeno bits in them, would it be the same thing?
What's this? Well, jalapeno has cheese in it to a degree
Yeah.
to cut the burn a little bit.
Yeah, you got the cream cheese or the cheddar cheese filled jalapeno.
No, what I'm
pipes.
saying
what
is
I
if you have a
prefer.
cheese stick and you have jalapeno in it, would you eat it?
Yeah.
Well,
But
It's
it's
just
too
a lot
much
of cheese.
mozzarella,
It's too much
right?
cheese. It's
Yeah,
too much
okay.
cheese.
All
Moving on. Turkey leg.
The turkey
Come
leg.
on.
oh man, you know what the best place to get that? Best place me and Mom got one was like I don't know if it was. It had to have been Disney World or Epcot or whatever. But man,
Out there in listener land, you have to be watching YouTube right now. Dad can
and
see
that
the
is
computer
what me
screen
and
for
Mom's
like
gonna
the first
smoke
time in a
here
while. and
Before
he's-
long,
Yeah.
And it is a
If we can find
sweet
them.
photo
Yeah.
of a turkey
We're
leg.
smoking chicken wings tonight. We can smoke some turkey legs, man. We can get it going. We can do
Let's
that.
kill the turkey.
Let's do that. Next one, probably something deep fried. Nope. Corn in a cup.
Oh.
Apparently, corn in a cup is this big thing, and they, of course, they do it in the Midwest.
It's like that
and,
street corn, right?
And then some places I saw one picture. It was corn in a cup, and it was completely covered in a pile of hot Cheetos dust.
Yes.
It was just.
I am all in.
They
Anything corn, dude. I am all in.
It was like this whole mound of red dust on top of the cup of
I
corn.
bet it tasted awesome.
and they're like flaming hot Cheetos dust. And I was this picture we have.
I'm
It seems to
surprised.
have some ricotta or some
Kajita. What's the
cojita,
Careful.
cojita cheese, and maybe some crushed red pepper. I see a lot of crushed red pepper.
Yeah, it's like
sprinkled
street
throughout.
corn.
Yeah, it's more of a
I bet the
Mexican
next one will be pizza in a cup.
pizza in a cup. You think?
Yeah,
Yeah, is that all you need?
because Nathan R. Johnson is that a cup?
Nathan
R. Johnson.
Okay, so
was
I'm not getting this because this is fried PB&J. Apparently,
he's
it's a
about to get
very
a
big
job.
thing.
It looks like
It's
what,
just-
French toast or
They're doing it's
pancake?
puff pastry. I'm assuming because they're frying. It's fried.
It almost
PB&J.
like
looks
a
like a
funnel
chicken
cake
leg,
with
don't
like
it?
PB&J.
But yeah, it's fried PB&J, which if you've never experienced fried foods that are not supposed to be fried, It burns your fucking mouth.
I know.
It's terrible.
If that
Yeah,
jelly,
I'm not all about.
if that jelly is melted like icing, I bet you eating that with a fork would be not bad.
Not bad.
A
It
little
looks
ice
pretty
cream,
good.
a little
I think
vanilla
it-
ice cream.
Yeah,
throw some
exactly,
vanilla
too, a
ice
little
cream
bit,
on there,
too.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got these. I wish I could do
Because
that.
basically you got
That's what we
pastry.
need to do. Now that we have extra
And
visuals,
caramel dribble?
Now that we have extra visuals for the YouTube show, we need to get the Madden pen out so we can all write and be like
yeah.
right here and circle like right here looks pretty good. Well, right there, like you got.
They
a little
blew the
peanut butter.
coverage when they
Hey,
lightened up on
the. Chill out.
Exactly. All right, next one we have up.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, but I thought you would continue. But
These are cannoli nachos right here. Holy cannoli! Number 5.
Zaggets.
Number
Well,
5 out of 10 on the list.
a cannoli and
Cannoli nachos. So we have 2 different versions here. We have the healthy version. This looks like cannoli chips. You have it looks like some creme fraiche.
Little creme fraiche.
Little creme fraiche. And
Yeah, you
some
guys are in the restaurant
blueberries,
business.
and then you have some strawberries chopped up, diced up.
Yeah,
and
very-
it looks, and then some sprinkles. You see the little sprinkles, so we're not getting too healthy. We're a little. The one on the right, that's the devil right
That's
there.
and, and that's a dessert.
Yeah, these
And
are
didn't
dessert
they used
nachos.
to roll the cannolis over?
Yeah, cannolis traditionally are rolled, and they have like the ricotta,
Powdered sugar on the outside.
No, it's like
mascarpone, and
Yeah,
some chocolate chips sometimes, or maybe some coffee, something, espresso. Blah, blah, blah. But you have the cannoli. These
But
are
it's a dessert, for
These
sure.
are cannoli chips, and they have the cannoli
Chips?
filling, and it looks pretty damn good.
Did
I'll
you
tell
say
that.
cannoli chips?
Well, yeah.
You taking cannoli chips, Mike?
Yeah, I thought he said chips.
I hope
I
this
was
is
like, you
working
mean
out
chips,
for.
right?
I hope this is working out for audio. Number 4 out of 10. We're getting down to number 1 here. There it is. Pizza cone. The pizza
Come
cone,
on.
ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
yeah.
that replaced
Come
pizza in a
on.
cup.
Yep.
Steve Martin.
I was waiting for you to bring it up, and you brought it up before I could get to it. This is the pizza cone. Now, as you
He
can
hates
see,
the cans.
so out there in listener audio,
Nathan R. Johnson.
video for
But he's
audio.
getting a job.
This is a pizza cone. It looks like the bottom of pizza
It
crust.
looks like an ear on the side of it, doesn't
Hold
it?
up. It looks like the bottom of pizza crust, but it's obviously been molded to fit the shape of a cone.
The bottom
It looks
of
like
it,
it's
yeah.
stuffed with mozzarella cheese, pepperoni, and red sauce.
Yes.
And it's just literally an ice cream cone with no ice cream ball on top.
That is
Okay, hold on that
And-
picture
oh,
for a minute.
man.
Now, let me ask you guys,
all right.
How hot would that burn your fucking lips?
what did I just say it looked like, Ryan?
You said it looked like
An ear right there,
an ear.
right?
Sure.
Because you got the opening in the bottom. Or it could be Jay Leno. Look at the big chin.
The gang exploits a miracle. Dad's gonna find.
Hot
Dad's gonna
Jesus.
find Jesus
We need to
in this
find
thing.
out. What are you
Is
doing?
that Jay Leno? His hair.
It might be
Yeah,
Jay Leno.
and
It
there's
might be
also-
Jay Leno.
his hair's hanging down his eyes, but
Dad's doing like the piece of toast that Jesus was in the piece of toast burned
Exactly.
in. He's like,
We really
I
ought to
found
post
Jay
the pictures
Leno.
here. We really ought to
I
post
can-
the pictures on the Facebook.
I mean, they-
Mike, I can see what you're doing there. Yeah.
All right.
We'll take-
3, the deep fried Snicker bar. There it is in all
Got
its
the
glory.
Snicker
looks
bar.
like a corn dog, dusted with
It
some.
does.
Looks like a corn dog, dusted with some powdered sugar.
looks like teeth.
But that you're seeing the peanuts that are just poking out, but it's literally just a deep fried Snicker bar. Okay, so have you ever had a deep fried Snicker or a Reese's? I've had deep fried Reese's.
I've had Reese's.
Molten
as well.
lava. It is
for
the-
sure. Yeah, you're setting
You have
yourself
to
up
wait.
for
You should wait like 30 minutes before ingesting any of these things. I had
Yeah.
a deep fried Reese's at the fair
anything
one
deep
time.
fried holds.
It's chocolate and peanut butter, Mike, and they drop it into a
I
goddamn
know.
fryer.
Every time I get peanut butter and chocolate next to heat, it melts.
I took a bite out of this thing, and it was straight lava. It burnt the ever-loving shit out of every inch of my mouth. Every
Right
inch
out of the grease?
I mean,
Did
like
they not tell you to wait a minute? Or
they
so?
didn't tell me. No,
Nah, they're
they didn't
carnies.
tell me. No, they're carnies. Yeah, they're show folk. They're nomads, small hands. smell
Because
like
what you
cabbage.
do is you burn your mouth, and they're like, "We have a slushy right next on the other side. If you want the
you
water,
like a
that-
frozen lemonade?
You want to burn that down?
Would you
little
like a
bit,
frozen
boy?
lemonade? Do you want a frozen lemonade?
Also, ride this ride.
All right.
I've been hurt 15 times.
Something big.
And
that's-
I bought a
never
jacuzzi.
got out
and,
of this aisle.
and I'm $5,000 down with a jacuzzi
spent
because that dude sold me
$65.
one.
Something big and huge that's been coming up is
That
the
looks
chicken
gross. That looks
chicken
awesome.
waffle cone. It's a waffle cone with chicken. Some do it kind of spicy.
Yeah.
Some do it regular with like nacho cheese sauce. Some do it with white gravy and a little bit of chives. And some do it where the cone is filled with mashed potatoes. Some do it with mac and cheese as the filling.
Like a KFC bowl.
Get your mic, Dad. Don't forget about your mic. We're on the home stretch here. Yeah. So
He's doing whale
you can see
calls over here.
You can see a stick of bacon sticking out.
You can see an 8 right there.
All right. Well, they can't see what you're seeing, and you're just getting.
You say an 8?
Ape.
So you have one that's cheese laden, but it's probably mashed potatoes underneath that. I would
I don't
hope.
know. Dad right now is looking at food, and he's looking doing clouds with
He's
food.
looking pretty sexual at the food. To be honest, he's getting pretty aggressive. He's getting pretty aggressive.
You're crazy.
You know, you are crazy.
Yeah.
That does look
chicken
good,
and
though.
waffles though. It looks fucking fantastic, and some do with hot honey, and some do like I
have an
said.
imagination.
They put different little bases. Some do mashed potatoes. So you're basically almost getting like a KFC bowl.
That's what I'm saying. The KFC
And-
bowl. I love that KFC bowl.
I used to do the off-brand KFC bowl at Bonefish Grill when I used to be the head wait there.
Garlic
I could have
mash.
I would do garlic mashed potatoes, marsala gravy, cut up chicken tenders from the kids menu,
Yeah.
corn when corn was the seasonal vegetable, when it was fresh
When
peeled.
it was like succotash, or it was like a corn, or was it
Fresh
succotash?
peeled.
You did corn
No,
corn
just
before
religious,
corn
yeah.
was cool?
And
Kinda like
man,
country?
I'm going to tell you right now,
I did country.
boy,
Dude,
all right,
yeah.
the very number
Maybe
one,
drivel a little bang
the very
sauce
number
on that.
one food at every state fair, the very number one food.
Elephant
Of course,
ears.
it's
No.
fried Oreos.
Deep fried
Are you
Oreos.
kidding
You
me?
have to
Fried Oreo.
have them.
Yeah, now that's not going to burn as bad as your Snickers and your
No,
Reese cup because there's not molten lava. Maybe the white cream in the middle might be a little heated up, but it's basically just a cookie.
Now,
So less danger, less danger.
quick question: if you're deep fried Oreo, do you feel like you're the grandfather, like you were Father Time of the carnies? Like, because obviously you
I think it all-
introduce people to deep fried stuff, right? I mean, I
That's
think
what it's come down
Oreos
to.
are like the grandfather of the deep fried, you know. So
don't
we
know.
know how to eat a deep fried Oreo, right? I assume that we all kind of know
So when did they start
the
doing that?
temperature of a deep fried Oreo.
Probably in the late 80s, early 90s, I'm sure. Someone
Really?
thought of it. I'm
Well,
sure.
I mean, I know they've been deep frying everything from the state.
It's just
fair.
been really popular over the last like 20
They try to
years.
deep
I
fry
love those
ice
deep
cream.
fried.
Oh, they're
and
so
everything.
good.
It's like,
Can we get a fucking fry daddy out in the backyard and just start deep frying everything?
Dude, all
Yeah,
you need is
we'll
oil
do
in the
it.
pan, dog.
I'll do a deep fried hockey puck. That's probably going to be pretty good once you like tender.
What's a
Chewy.
hockey
Chewy.
puck? Oh,
It'd be
like the
chewy.
Klondike thing or something?
like an actual
well,
hockey
you'd
puck.
you'd have to soak it in some ice. You'd have to soak it into
I'm good for that. I'm
a
good for
brine,
that.
because otherwise it'd be going to be chewer and hell.
All right. Well, as promised, guys, before we go tonight, we're still having trouble with the dad mailbag. We're going to get that back up and running. We've had some government issues and some copyright things that have been going on.
Federal,
so unfortunately, we
feds.
can't be doing that again this week. I know we missed
Postal
last
service
week.
been kind of slow.
But, you know, it's bursting and ready for us, and we're going to get to that next week. But before we go, you know, I had to mention it. Like I said, the Jurassic World, the whole Jurassic World thing. I'm very excited about it. Okay, so we saw the Super Bowl commercial. We were going to talk about it last week, and then the Super Bowl happened, and then they dropped this awesome trailer. So I'm like, okay, even more. Yes, let's get into it. Jurassic World, man. Okay, so this is the sixth one, if you want to say that.
Right.
Right. So you had the first one, which was with Dr. Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler, which it was her birthday last week, Laura Dern. And she's 50 years
She
old,
any kid of
55,
Bruce?
something like that. So anyway, I don't remember, but either way, as you can see by the screenshot, if you're watching, the screenshot of all the new characters and the old characters all in one shot, when I saw that on the trailer,
Did
I
you
was
cry?
like, well,
You got goosebumps?
no, I love this movie franchise. This is one of my favorite
No,
movies.
but
I've
I'm
been
saying-
there in
I'm
the
looking
theater
at it
for
right now,
every
yeah.
single one. I don't care which one it is. I've gone to the theater every single time for every single one.
Yeah,
The only other movie I can say that for is Final Destination, because I definitely go every
I
time.
wonder,
there's-
do you think Vince Vaughn's going to be in this one? I hope Vince Vaughn will be in this one.
If he shows
die?
up-
Did he die?
Well, I think like Chris
No, he
O'Donnell?
survived.
No,
he
not
survived
Chris
in the
O'Donnell.
one that he was in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick.
Yeah.
Nick?
Nick was his
dude,
name.
I mean,
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I'm very excited about it because it's going to be really fucking fun. And they said that this is going to actually be the last one, and they're going to give it a break for a little bit.
So did Kiss.
Yeah, so did Kiss. But they say this is going to be the last one in the installment of like the whole
I know
series.
that guy up there on the left.
Yeah,
and that
so
guy
that,
in the-
Jeff
that's
Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. He was in the original. These three were in the original. This is Dr. Ellie Sattler, Laura Dern. This is Sam Neill, who plays Alan Grant, and then you have Jeff Goldblum, who plays Dr. Ian Malcolm.
Is this recent picture?
Yeah,
This
this was
is-
like
because he
the-
had real dark hair and much younger.
Yeah, but this
The
is
very
he was in the
first-
Fly.
Yeah, for
Very
sure.
first
And he was
yeah,
in
in
the
the
Fly, yeah.
90s, dude.
Yeah.
80s.
Yeah, yeah,
well, I
yeah,
think
yeah,
the
yeah,
first
yeah.
one came out in like 89.
But the movie is about how the dinosaurs basically get let into the wild on Earth, and they're just around all sorts of areas on Earth, and they kind of run around. It's called Dominion. So they're just trying to reclaim the Earth from the humans. And I mean, you have like the still pictures. I'm showing one now.
Looks like Clash
of
Yeah,
of-
it kind of
a T-Rex at a zoo.
because it looks like there's a
no, it's literally
lion.
it's
sky
at a
thing in the background.
well, you can tell by the wall here if you're not.
He's
I mean,
at a zoo.
It's a T-Rex at a zoo growling at a tiger that's in its tiger habitat, and the T-Rex is obviously like in the tiger habitat.
Yeah,
And
this
he's
is
like,
gonna be freaking dope.
I mean, right here, this was
They'd
one
be
of the
like-
one of the first trailers they came out with was everybody was at this drive-in theater, and
And
the
then
T-Rex
this dude
just
shows
showed
up.
up, dude.
Oh,
right,
yeah.
and the movie's destroyed, and yeah, I mean, it's gonna be sick, dude. It's
When
gonna
did
be
this
really
commercial drop? What time of the game?
I don't remember, but I've actually, I mean, I saw the leak. I've been following it. Like, if you follow it, they
I
leaked
got
it
you.
like four or 5 days prior. But yeah, man,
not a
I'm real
Jurassic
excited.
Park guy, but
No,
whenever
but-
this
yeah.
comes out and we can watch it.
Oh, we're definitely
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
that.
Well,
That's the
watch it.
thing about COVID now, Dad. Any movie comes out in the theater, you can buy it for like $10 to $15, and the whole family can watch it as soon as it's in the theaters. You don't have to wait anymore, like because you're just going like, okay, well.
Yeah.
We can't go to the theater, so we're gonna pay like a premium price to stream it once. And
That reminds me, we
Yeah,
are.
Yeah, we'll
wait.
get it.
We
We'll
are
char-
for
we,
the,
we won't charge you guys no more than $15 per
Admission
person. It'll be
fee.
like, this includes the popcorn, 3 beers.
Well, that
Yep, 3 beers,
That reminds
drink
me.
tickets.
Up at Seminole, they have the movie grill, right? And you can rent
Studio
out
Movie Grill. Yeah.
Studio Movie Grill, and you can rent out a movie theater for $250. So we are going to be renting out, and we're going to be showcasing the new Maverick. And for the call,
Oh.
they call us the Breeze, so we're all
got
going to
you.
rent out
I
this.
got
It's
you.
going to be free. Everyone can come into this movie theater for
Yeah.
as you know, just hang out with us and watch Maverick.
Well, I mean, the microphone's
Well, now the
important too.
microphone's
Yeah,
off.
I mean, the
Yeah.
microphone's important too. We're gonna say goodbye. You know,
Here,
Goodbye.
it's the end of the show, guys.
See
Thank
y'all.
you guys very much. Episode 31. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great night. Thank you for hanging out and listening. We appreciate you. Make sure you listen next week, and make sure you listen to Is This Football this Tuesday night. Ryan, what do you say, man?
man, I'm gonna get on this chicken.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna do some nachos.
All right, guys, don't go anywhere. Next week, we'll see you. Bye, everybody. Good night. See ya.
Later.